Ronnie James. She's Pamela Hughes. He's Rob Hunter. And these are the stories everyone's talking about. We call it the playlist.
Track 1.
So, did you survive Black Friday? If you can hear the sound of my voice, hopefully you did. Not everyone so lucky, though. Out in Buckeye, we had the grandfather slammed to the ground. The lady maced people at a Walmart in California. I'm getting to the point now where I'm almost thinking Black Friday should be outlawed.
Be outlawed?
Yep.
Oh, goodness. As far as the grandfather in Buckeye, guys, why didn't they just talk to him? Ask him what he was doing. Why are you sweeping the leg here?
Yeah.
It's not like Karate Kid.
Look, you guys just need to learn how to tailgate on Black Friday,
God.
Black Thursday night, whatever it was. It's a
Thursday
whole lot
night.
more fun that way.
Good lush.
Track 2.
All right, guys, being in the middle, sometimes not all that bad. But the middle has moved. Middle class, that is. In fact, it's harder for people to get there and even more difficult to stay there. We're learning that in the 70s, about 53% of us were in the middle class. Last year, that was only about 45%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what I learned about this story, too, in particular, was that people our age, 25 to 34, are making less money than we did in 1980.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's scary. I don't know how to fix this either.
I still believe this is a country of opportunity. I still believe that no matter what class you're born into or where you're born into, you have the opportunity to be great. It just seems that it's harder than it's been before.
Track 3.
You guys ever seen a 200-pound third grader?
Oh, God.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, well, apparently one mother had one, ignored the problem, and now the child has been taken away and put into a foster home. The court ruled that it was medical neglect. Is there any other way to look at this story?
No, it is medical neglect. I weigh 200 pounds for goodness sakes. And while I'm not a third grader, I do read at a sixth grade level. So there's that.
Well, it's sad. As soon as I read this story, Bruce, I'm looking at it going, this third grader weighs more than I do.
Oh, yes.
Weighs more than most of my adult friends. And that's just sad. It is neglect.
Track 4.
All right, well, unfortunately, it's more common than we've ever thought. And that's sexual abuse of minors. We're now seeing after this Jerry Sandusky case, and this works its way through the courts now. The latest, assistant basketball coach out of Syracuse fired after some audio revelations came out of his wife speaking to one of the accusers rather knowingly about his inappropriate relationships with children.
All right, so for those keeping score at home, we've got Jerry Sandusky, the assistant coach. We've got this guy, the assistant coach at Syracuse basketball.
Yeah.
So who's next?
Yeah.
What's sad, too, is that there are going to be a lot of coaches that are going to be under the cloud of suspicion just because they're coaches.
Yeah.
Well, what we're learning about this, we can't just keep quiet about it anymore and ignore it and pretend it doesn't get on. I got an email here. It says, a counselor told him in the early 90s that he believed 1 in 5 boys were molested to some degree before the age of 16. That's 20%, guys.
Track 5.
All right, we got the beautiful weather, we've got the beautiful people, and a beautiful campus. So why do we have such a bad football team at ASU? Seriously. Well, they're going to try to do something about it. Rumors are they're going to be getting rid of Coach Erickson later on today. He was a winning coach at ASU, with the 5 years he was there, 31-30.
Oh, big record. You could
yeah.
have went after Urban Meyer, but no, sorry.
No.
That's the problem, though, is it's not really considered a real football program, so it's going to be hard to get a real coach. Dennis Erickson, former national championship, but apparently he's a has-been.
I'm going to look for the silver lining in this.
Oh, you, the U of A guy.
I'm going to look for the silver lining that even though they may be parting ways with Coach Erickson, he has not been accused of molesting children. So there's the positive.
Track 6.
You guys ever voted for a candidate because someone else endorsed them?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either, but for some reason the media still pretends these things are a big deal as Newt Gingrich picks up the endorsement of New Hampshire's biggest newspaper, the Union Leader. Yeah, it's seen as a slap in the face to Mitt Romney, who was the governor of Massachusetts, the state right down to the south.
Next door to him, yeah. I listen, if you are one of these people that vote based on what a newspaper or a radio or television person tell you, you're part of the problem. You're getting exactly what you deserve.
You guys want to know the only endorsement that matters to me?
Which one's that?
My own.
Bingo.
Seriously, that's the only one that matters. I don't care what any newspaper says, what Sheriff Joe Arpaio says. The only endorsement that matters is mine.
There you go. That is the playlist for the bottom of the hour. We do it at 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30. Get you caught up on the stories people are talking about. We call it the playlist.